Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, I wanted to come on here because as I move the mic here a little bit, just wanted to come on here and give you my thoughts basically on something I elaborated on, you know, back a couple of videos ago, several videos ago, when I gave you my thoughts and overview, and that's just my dog. She's going to sleep right now, or trying to sleep. But like I said, when I give you my thoughts and overview on the official trailer that came out by Netflix for Masters of the Universe Revelation, and at the end of that video, or towards the end of it, I basically kind of gave my thoughts on potentially how it could wrap up, the entire series, both the first part and the second part, which, like the first part, I'm assuming it's going to be 5 episodes as well. So we'll see what happens. And to me, it's I look at what's going on basically with behind the scenes and everything when it comes to this, and how Kevin Smith basically in the eyes of a lot of people was caught in a lie, and trying to say Master of the Universe Revelation was one thing and not what everybody thought it was. And the more I look at that, despite how you might feel about Kevin Smith, I think he knew pretty much people were going to catch on that, yeah, Revelation's going to be very Teela focused. So I think what he probably did, in the planning stages, script writing and all that, possibly knowing, that fans may react, this way. Now, I'm not trying to defend him or anything. I think, honestly, Kevin Smith should have just came out and admitted the truth that, yeah, it is about Teela, and this is why it's about Teela, or it is Teela-centric, Teela-focus-centric, or, and this is why. And I think honestly, if he would have done that, I don't think anybody would be on his case. But Kevin Smith, despite what you might think about him, again, is the kind of person that will probably realize, or does realize, again, despite how you feel about him, that fans will react this way. They will react a certain way. Like, wait a minute, if this is supposed to be a follow-up, why is it like this, and why is it Teela-centric, and what the heck is going on? So my thought process on how I think it could wrap up is to kind of save face a little bit. I think honestly he's going to probably give us a twist ending. One we probably think will happen, and it's one of the things I mentioned in the last video, probably one of the things that we expect to happen, or we may not expect to happen. And what I'm getting at, what I'm alluding at, is I think the twist at the end, if we get a twist to wrap up this, 10 episode show or limited series or whatever it's going to be, I think the twist that we're going to get at the end is I think honestly it's going to be the Sorceress. And I think the Sorceress is going to show how powerful she is. I think we're going to get an appearance spiritually, if you will, by Prince Grayskull, basically King Grayskull, the one that the castle is named after. And I got a feeling what's going to happen is either the Sorceress on her own, or combined with the spiritual power of the King Grayskull spirit. I think what's going to happen is the Sorceress is going to do what she did before. She's going to wipe the mind of those like a Teela, like an Evil Lyn, like Teela's supposed LGBTQ friend, if you will. She's just going to, either it's with the help of the like I said, either it's with the help of the sword or the spirit of King Grayskull, if that gets brought in. I've got a feeling that the twist we'll get at the end is she's going to wipe the memories of Teela, like I said, her LGBTQ friend, love interest, whatever, Evelyn, anybody that's part of this right now, that's part of this kind of like rebellion or group or whatever it is that's being led to save Eternia. I think what's going to happen is she's going to, like I said, wipe the memories so that it'll be like nothing happened. It'll be like even though years, months have passed, Teela and those won't even know that, He-Man and Adam are one and the same. It'll be just like before, to where the secret will be kept, even though it's been revealed. That's the twist I think is going to happen, or at least one of them. The other twist I can see occurring is, the same as what I just mentioned, but I can also see somewhat of a going back in time deal. And what I mean by that is, again, the Sorceress, I've got a feeling if she's still around, which she should be, and possibly with the spirit of King Grayskull, within the sword itself or within the castle or whatever, is going to, do what I just said, wipe the memories of He-Man and Adam being one and the same, from the minds of Teela and all them. But I've also got a feeling that they might also reverse time, so that not only do the minds get wiped, but things go back to the way they were, previously before Eternia started to die. So we'll see what happens, but I've got a feeling that's going to be, one of the twists that they might, do. They might throw us a twist. Another twist I can see them giving us, and this will be the third and final one I can come up with, but, they say that, there's no way She-Ra is going to be connected to a Masters of the Universe Revelation because, it's its own thing now thanks to DreamWorks and all that, and Nicole's, what's her name, Lauren Stevenson, if you will. So I've got a feeling that if we get a third twist, like if we don't get the two I just mentioned, then I got a feeling that the third twist we're going to get is Teela not only is going to, continue to know that He-Man and Adam are one and the same, but because of what she's done, Teela will become either the new Sorceress, as she's destined to be, as it was teased in Filmation at one time, or Teela is going to be this incarnation's version of She-Ra. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be one of them. She's either going to be the new Sorceress at the end of this, and have a better understanding of, sometimes secrets are meant to be kept, away from certain people for the protection, for the safety of others. Or she's going to become the new She-Ra. She's going to be this version's interpretation of She-Ra, so that we get a She-Ra in the show, but it's not blood related. If you know what I mean. So I can see that happening either way. I can see that happening one way or another. So those right there are my three predictions, honestly, of what I think, from a twist perspective that Kevin Smith and his team can give us. Because like I said at the beginning, despite how you feel about Kevin Smith, I'm sure he realized that, fans are going to pretty much figure out what the series was going to be about, who was going to focus on the most of, and stuff like that, and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure, again, despite how you feel about him, he was pretty much aware of it, and realized that no matter what he says, they're going to know. They're going to call him out for his BS, which is why I feel this is going to lead to him, either giving us one of those three twists, at the end. He's going to give us the twist of either the memories are going to be erased so that Teela and all of them don't know that He-Man and Adam are one and the same, just like before. Or two, we're going to get that, the memory erasing, but we're also going to get time reversal, so it goes back, so that everything goes back to the way it was months prior. Or the third one is we could have Teela end up as a new sorceress, or this version's interpretation of She-Ra. So we'll see what they do, but yeah, I think honestly Kevin Smith realizes that he probably screwed up, by well, I wouldn't say he screwed up, but he probably knew he was going to screw up. He probably knew people were going to call him out on his BS, no matter how much he tried to, defend it and say, oh, it's not this way, you don't know what's going on, despite all the evidence we got, including with the trailer. So yeah, I think honestly he and his creative team probably during the script writing process, when they got to the final episode of this series, which is, I would guess is going to be episode 10, maybe 12, who knows, that they put a twist in there, and that twist is going to be one of the three that I mentioned, either the mind wipe time reversal, or Teela's the new Sorceress, or this interpretation of She-Ra, or this series interpretation of She-Ra, I should say. But we'll see. We'll just see what they do. But let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think? Do you think any of these three options will happen, as a twist? Or do you think they'll just end it in a way to where, it's been revealed, there'll be no more secrets, any more hidden, stuff, or, and they just go on their merry ways? What are your thoughts? Let me know down below. Comment if you like. Love to hear from each and every one of you on this. And I am out.